Hey, you know what I get asked a lot? What kind of gun should I buy for home defense? Let's check that out. Hey, there's nothing I support more than the Second Amendment. I'm a big proponent of firearm ownership and, most of all, firearm safety. Grew up in a military family, went in the military right out of high school, then became a law enforcement officer for 30 years. And I've lived in the gun culture. And again, I'm a huge supporter of the Second Amendment. But I'm going to tell you why I don't think you necessarily have to have a gun for home defense. I want to start with, first of all, why you think you need it. You have to ask yourself why it is you think you need to have a gun for home defense. Now, if you want to have a firearm for sport, for a little bit of hobby, that's again, I support the Second Amendment and your right to own a firearm and to enjoy its use. But when you are using it in a defense or in a manner in which you are potentially putting yourself or saying that you got to put yourself in a position where you're going to take a human life, there's a lot involved there, a lot involved. And if you've never owned a gun before and you're not familiar with them, you must know all the things that come with owning a gun. Do you have children in the home? You have an inherent responsibility to their safety. So you have to now find a way to which you can access your gun should you need it, but keep it in a position where it's safe from them. One of the other things you have to ask yourself is, can you really use it? Would you really be able to point it and do what the ultimate thing is and take a life in defense of your home and your family? That's a tough thing to do. Most law enforcement officers, we condition ourselves over time to react to situations and not necessarily actually think about or stop to take that moment and go, is this the right time to shoot? No, it's conditioned in training, and it's built into us over years of experience and constant going over it. And there is also, of course, all kinds of legal issues that you could face. So, if you're going to buy a gun, take a firearm safety course. If you've never owned a gun before, if that's not what you do. So, again, I get asked, what kind of gun should I have? Well, it really depends on your living situation. If that's what you're really going to do, you're going to buy a gun, you need to know not only what type of gun, but what type of ammo you use. The wrong type of ammo goes through your walls and ends up shooting into your kids' bedrooms or your neighbors. You've got to think about these things. There's a lot to think about. And it can be overwhelming, which is why I would tell you that if you're not really prepared and it's really not something you've been involved with before, look at a security system. A good security system, there's lots of good ones out there. There's lots of smart home stuff that you can do. And you know what else is probably the best home defense you can get? A dog. A firearm can be taken from you and turned against you. Not so with your dog. Your dog is going to defend you. And nobody's going to break into your house and look at your dog and go, hey, go get him. That just doesn't happen. Right? So again, put a lot of thought into why. Why are you thinking of this? What is it that you're looking for? If you've never owned a gun before, if that's something completely new to you. I'm always available to help you and guide you because I see this as part of home ownership and answering all those questions that people have with home ownership. And I'm your real estate warrior. So I take on all questions and all challenges. I look forward to hearing from you, and we can get deeper into the weeds about gun ownership, gun safety, and home defense. Take care.